We bring in former Missouri State Senator John Loudon to the discussion this morning. John, good to see you. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Great to be with you.
If you could just explain the logic to me of why Senate Republicans are putting back in the repeal of the Obamacare mandate into their tax reform bill.
Well, the individual mandate is just fundamentally obnoxious to the American people. The idea that the federal government, I mean, what a deviation that the federal government is forcing you to buy a private company's product. That is just unheard of, and it needs to go.
I get it, but they failed to do this before, so why now?
Well, you know what? I give them an A for effort for revisiting something that's so fundamentally critical. And I have a personal reason to support this. I authored Missouri's health insurance reform law. So I'd like to see Obamacare go away and revert back to letting the states control health insurance once again.
Oh, all right. Well, I ask you why they're doing this, and by repealing that mandate, they'll bring down the federal deficit by $320 billion over a decade. But this is what they are going to receive from Democrats and perhaps some moderate Republicans. Listen to Chuck Schumer.
Mm-hmm. They're tying themselves in total knots. You think it's going to help pass this bill to take away health care from 13 million people and raise premiums on tens of millions of Americans by 10% a year? No. But the way they've constructed this bill is so backward and so wrong that every day they're in more and more of a knot.
I mean, John, is this Senate bill really hurting the middle class?
No, and the hyperbole on this thing, and one thing we know unequivocally, whatever tax bill passes, and I do believe we're going to get a bill, whichever one passes, the Democrats are going to say it's the worst possible thing ever, and the Republicans are going to say that, hey, this thing is just going to change the world as we know it. But the people at the end of the day, you have to look at why we're doing this. The tax cut, people are going to get a little bit of relief, a little bit of tax relief, not as much as we hope for. But the main benefit for the economy is going to come when the economy is boosted by cutting the corporate tax rates and working on repatriating capital.
And
those things that would you rather have a little bit of a tax cut or a big stimulation to the economy that gives you more business or a better job?
That's exactly what Speaker Ryan said last night at that town hall. Wages are going to go up 3%. 1 million new jobs will be created. We'll see GDP continue to grow. So that is the benefit. At the same time, a lot of Senate Republicans are trying to increase the child tax credit. So there are many moves to stimulate the middle class here. But unfortunately, the other side just doesn't see it that way.
Well, that's right. And you know, I guess nothing's new under the sun. They're going to continue to complain. And Senator McCaskill has to be careful. She's in a very red state, Missouri, running for re-election. And she's outside of the norm on this. Missourians get it.
Well, good to know. All right. We'll see how that election goes then. John, good to see you. Thank you.
Hey, thank you.